Hello. In my hands, I'm holding a book about one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin. You may have heard to him referred to in many rap songs as the Benjamins, because Benjamin Franklin has the accreditation of being the person on a $100 bill. So if you look at a $100 bill, you see this guy's face. Also, one of the most well-known autobiographies is about him as well. But we're not reading that. We're reading a short little biography about Benjamin Franklin called The Amazing Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was born. Benjamin Franklin was born on January 17th, 1706. He started to work in his father's store when he was only 10 years old. Later, he got a job working for his brother James as a printer. That was a good job for Ben. He loved reading and writing. He would examine the work of other writers. Ben wanted to write for his brother's newspaper, so he used a fake name. That would be an alias. James published Ben's stories. James is Ben's brother. But when James found out Ben wrote them, he was angry. The brothers never got along after that. Ben moved to Philadelphia when he was 17. He found work with another printer. Later, he started his own printing business. So, as a young child and teenager, Benjamin Franklin was really into printing and the written word. This is important to note because the majority of the people at that time were illiterate. That means they couldn't read or write. But Benjamin Franklin saw through that, and he said, "Hey, if I want to make those Benjamins, I gotta learn to read." You know. In Philadelphia, Ben printed newspapers. At that time, not everyone could read well. Ben came up with a way for everyone to learn the news. He put simple cartoons and pictures in his newspapers. Now everyone could follow the news. This is where we get editorial cartoons from, the great mind Benjamin Franklin. Ben believed in doing things for others. He helped form a group called the Junto, Junto. The Junto worked to improve the city. Its members helped to start a hospital, a library, and a university. Some of these things were the first of their kind in America. In Ben's time, fire was an enemy. It caused huge damage. Ben helped set up a fire brigade. They brought pumps, ladders, buckets, and other equipment to fight fires. Ben's ideas made Philadelphia much safer. In Ben Franklin's time, people used buckets of water to put out fires. Experiments and inventions. Ben's printing business made him rich. He had time for new investigations. A friend gave Ben a special glass jar. This jar stored static electricity. You can make static electricity when you rub a balloon on your head. This gift encouraged Ben to experiment. Ben wanted to discover more about electricity. Or if you're in a classroom and you rub your feet on the ground long enough, then you go up to someone and touch them, you can shock them. That's electricity. Ben's most famous experiment showed that lightning was electricity. The story goes that Ben flew a kite in a storm. He tied a key to the end of the kite string. He tied a wire to the key. He put the wire in a special jar. Lightning hit the kite, electricity came down the string and went into the key. Then it went from the key into the jar. So he actually captured electricity. For thousands and thousands of years, man had seen lightning striking the earth, and Benjamin Franklin was the first one to actually capture it and put it in a jar. Ben knew lightning could start a fire if it hit a building. This gave him the idea to design lightning rods. Lightning rods take lightning safely from the air to the ground. The invention is still used today. If you look on top of the Empire State Building in New York City, there's a huge lightning rod. And most big cities in America, they all have huge lightning rods. That was an idea invented by Benjamin Franklin, the man on the $100 bill. Chapter 3, A Life Helping Others. Ben Franklin never stopped thinking of ways to solve problems. As he got older, Ben needed glasses. He needed them to see things far away. He also needed them to see things up close. That means he had astigmatism. He had to keep changing his glasses. This was a problem. He looked for a solution. He took the lenses from his two pairs of glasses and he cut them in half. Then he put the different halves into one pair of glasses. Now he did not need to change glasses. That's what he invented bifocals. This idea made the quality of life better for many people. People still wear these glasses called bifocals. Ben Franklin wanted to share his ideas. He never made money from his inventions, and his inventions included a tool for getting things off higher shelves, a chair that could become a stepladder, a safer wood-burning stove, better street lamps, and an instrument to measure distance. Ben's favorite invention was the musical instrument made of glass. Ben Franklin worked to help people all his life. There are still no substitutes for some of his inventions. Ben Franklin was never short of ideas. He used his ideas to solve many problems. Today, his inventions are still helping people. So that's a little bit about the founding father, Benjamin Franklin. A lot of people misassume that he was actually a president of the United States, but he never served as president. If you have any questions and if you enjoyed my reading, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and have a nice day.